Hello, and welcome to the Splashcast. Today I've got someone from John Marshall High School. So if you would introduce yourself to everyone, please.
Hi, I'm Victoria Kidney, and like you said, I swim for John Marshall High School.
Well, welcome. Well, I think we'll probably talk some swimming here today. So let's talk about the John Marshall girls swim team. What are they? What's the mindset? What are they thinking about here in the next couple weeks?
I think we're just, kind of buckling down, getting ready for regionals, have those last couple dual meets, and then really focused on doing well at regionals and figuring out what events are going to work best for our individual swimmers and relays and everything.
Well, that's awesome. Now did you? I believe this is probably one of the better teams that John Marshall has had for a good while. Let's talk about that a little bit. Is there some sort of extra buzz around the girls team this year, or is it just business as usual?
I think my mom is actually the assistant coach this year, and she's really kind of working to get more attention for the swim team. So I think it's more seen by our high school now. We have a lot of new people on our team that have never swam before, so we're actually doing really well considering that. But it's nothing really that different, I guess.
Well, I'm going to tell you that's been the common theme that I hear about throughout the state is the school doesn't know we exist. I call swimming at high schools. I call it like the hidden gem. I even told my principal that the other day. I said swimming's just because when they do come, when administrators and athletic directors do come to swimming, it's like, oh my gosh, this is really fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, we know. Let's talk about your swim background, shall we? So how did you get started? Did you have siblings that may have got you involved, or did you just did your parents just throw you in the water and say, well, you're going to be on the swim team? How did you get started swimming?
Well, I was always really active and did a lot of sports when I was younger. I played soccer and basketball and everything. And my brother, Creed, he's actually the one that was like, oh, I want to try swimming. So we have a summer league in Marshall County Sharks. And Creed was like, oh, let's do it. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll do it. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like it. And I ended up loving it. And I swam for summer league for a couple years, and then I started with our club team, the Wheeling YMCA, and I've just been swimming ever since.
Now, when was that moment? Did you ever have a moment that not only that you loved it, but that you realized, you know what, I'm actually really good at the swimming thing? Was there a meet or a race that you finally realized? Because there's always that time when you go from being the 10-year-old just splashing around to suddenly, oh my gosh, I might actually beat a couple people. Did you have that moment?
Well, I always wanted, I'm very competitive. I always wanted to get the high point trophy. I always wanted to be the heat winner and get the ribbon. And after my first summer, I was like, you know what, I'm going to have to start practicing more so that I can keep being the high point winner for next summer. And then I realized, I just want to do this all year round. And it was pretty much for the high point trophy at first. But, after that, it transitioned into something more. And I really love it. So
now let's talk about your goals. So if we look on the top times on my site, shameless plug there, everybody. We look on the top times, your name is up there. What's it like to know how close to the top of each event you are? Is there Like, because as you said, from the club team, you're like always want that high point winner, but you're so close to like, being like the top 3 or 4 in all of your events. Talk about that a little bit.
It's really exciting to see that and see like where you're at in this point in the season. But it's always, like once we get to states, none of that matters, and it's just like me and what I do and just trying to touch the wall first. So
Now, do, I know that you swim against a lot of people, but are there like certain competitors that you're closer with, or that you see all the time? That yes, you guys are trying to win states, but like you guys outside of the pool are good friends, like certain competitors that you have in the state.
um my club team has a lot of Wheeling Park swimmers on it too. So I'm close with that team. I have a lot of good friends on that team. But most of like Caden Svensson and Maddie Foster, we've raced on club teams. We've seen each other at meets for like all of our lives pretty much. As long as we've been swimming, we're always racing each other. So there's definitely a good like we're friends and friendly competition there.
Now, do you guys is there ever like do you have like a fun story about like about a meet with them, or even do you just have a fun story about like a competition gone really right or really wrong? Do you have like just a cool meet story by chance?
Well, I mean, it's not really anything cool. It's kind of a meet gone wrong, I guess you'd say. My first ever for my club team YMCA Nationals, I was so nervous, and I was the first event in the first heat, for the 200 backstroke, and I was sitting there and I was getting ready, and then I just like completely lost it and got sick everywhere. It was terrible. Oh my gosh. It was like on my jacket, and my coach was like, go in the shower, just go. And then we walked outside and he was like, just like calm down. And this was during the national anthem that I got sick.
Oh my gosh.
But and then he took me back inside, and my mom was up in the stands, and she was like, where's Victoria? Where's she at for the first event, the first heat? She's not down there. And I barely made it up to the blocks, and I swam, but I dropped time. So
hey, you know what? So maybe the secret is you just need to do that every meet, and you'll just always drop time.
I don't have time to think about it, is what it is. Yeah.
Now let's talk about John Marshall, the team there. Is there a special team tradition that you guys have for regionals or states that's maybe that is just something super fun because you're a junior, so there's probably some sort of John Marshall tradition that you guys have for states?
There isn't really anything like before the meet that we do, I'd say that's special, but after the meet, someone usually has like a regionals party at their house, and we get together and just like watch the results come in and see where everybody's at and who made it to states.
Oh, that's fun. So you guys have a little results party. So like you guys are actually waiting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The results party. So let's talk about you as like an individual, because I've done quite a few of these, and this always seems to be the hardest part for everybody. You all always talk about swimming and it's so easy, and then I get ready to ask the next couple questions and everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's really hard. So let's outside of the world of swimming, what special hobbies, talents, interests do you have that is just unique to you?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I have any special talents, but I really love being outside and like hiking and kayaking. That's a big thing for our family, is just being outdoors and everything like that.
That's awesome. Now, because I love hiking as well. We don't have as cool areas as the rest of the West Virginia. We're kind of
Yeah.
flatter compared to everybody else. Um, so tell me, if you could dominate a sport that wasn't swimming, what would it be and why?
Hmm. Well, I really loved soccer when I was younger, and that was like I didn't really want to give that up when I started swimming. I played soccer in the summer and still swam. So probably that, but also if like not like more individualized sport, I'd say probably track because they're so like swimming and track are so similar.
They are very similar.
That would be good too.
And you can just run up a hill because you like hiking. So you just
Yeah.
instead of running a track, you could just go up that way. Now, you've swam a lot in your life, so there's got to be a favorite swim set or least favorite that made you work too much. Do you have a favorite swim set?
Oh, oh my. We have so many. This is giving me like PTSD. uh, hmm. Least favorite, probably in the summer we swim. My club team swims long course,
Mhm.
so we do 50/50s, like best average, which is like all out sprint as fast as you can go, and it takes like a full 2 hours, and it's just painful and it hurts.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
probably least favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite.
Do you at
Yeah.
least get food after that?
I eat always after. Yeah, it's not provided, but I always find my way to get food.
Okay, good. That is good. Now, so and you're not always necessarily going to be seated first, but do you have a favorite song that maybe even if you're not seated first, you still have a favorite song? What would be your favorite song, or what would be the song that you would select if you finish first at states?
Um, it's kind of probably "You Get What You Give" by New Radicals. That's a good song.
That is a good song. I didn't know people still. Such an obscure song.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but
I like that. I was like, yeah, it's that. Um, I'm a music teacher, so I have to know pretty much every song in the history of the planet. I have to know
yeah.
because some kid will have a favorite song and they'll be like, "Why don't you know it?" So I have to know them all. Now, talk to me now. What is your mindset? So last year we had like that COVID time. Do you notice kind of a difference in morale with your team, or morale just you from last year to this year now that it feels a little bit more normal?
Oh, definitely. I think it's a lot. I don't know. I feel more motivated, I guess, this year with like the having the state meet like kind of normal. Last year was just there were a lot of obstacles for me personally. I had a lot going on, and then on top of COVID, it was just a rough year for everybody. But yeah, definitely the normalcy I think really is motivating to do well and swim fast.
Now you said that your mother is the assistant coach, correct?
Yes, she is.
All right, so um, this is really more common than I ever thought it was. But tell me, what is it like having your parent be like a coach? Because I mean, obviously you can't like fool around much whenever your mom's there because um, she'll tell you, it's a lot different when your mom yells at you versus when a coach yells at you. So talk about that dynamic a little bit.
It's it's funny. We kind of I don't know. I feel like I don't really like talk to her during practice.
Oh,
We kind of just like do our own thing. She's I don't know. Uh it's fun to see her like getting excited about it and getting into it. Because she's always, she's taken me to swim meets. She's been around swimming for as long as I have. So it's funny to see her like give people tips and tell them what to do. Like do this like Victoria, and like she'll use me as like a demonstration. It's fun and it's nice to have her for like those good days when you're swimming fast. It's nice to have her there.
And you can actually, you don't have to run up in the stands and give her a hug. You can just give her a hug right on the pool deck itself.
Yeah.
And by the way, just for those that don't know, I do remember Victoria's brother Creed, and I told you I would do this here, and I don't think you know, and but there used to be some pineapple tradition that they had at States at John Marshall. That's now everyone watching this, you need to find Victoria and ask about it, and she'll send it to Creed.
My freshman year at States, when we were walking out for the 100 backstroke, he had a glass pineapple. So it's somewhere, if you see the video of the walkout, that's my brother holding up the 100 backstroke sign with a pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea why. They got a bunch of fast swimmers to sign the pineapple like leaves on the top. I have no idea why. I really don't.
Yeah, it was just a unique thing. They just they wanted to have a cool mascot to bring to States, and so they had a pineapple, and the coolest spot. And I think if I remember correctly, I think there was something at the school. It has something to do with the inside of the school. It's been a little while, but I just remember they always had people sign the pineapple, and that was when we had it at the old Morgantown, at the old pool at Morgantown, where the Wi-Fi actually worked, and I could go around and like live tweet it. That's how I remember the pineapple.
Yeah, I don't know the story, but yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on. I hope you had a good time on here, and I look forward to seeing you at States. I think I'm going to be calling it, so I don't know if I'll see many people below, but I'll be way up high watching it and saying weird things on the camera as I watch y'all swim.
All right. Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for coming on.